Hello Aries, and happy birthday to all you Aries born in March. It's going to be a very powerful month with the Aries Ingress, which is always a huge powerful time for you. That's occurring on March 20th as every year. This is when the sun moves into Aries, your sign, and the whole seasons change and we start the whole cycle over again, the zodiac. As always, I'm offering the Aries Ingress reading, and you can find more about that in the description. I'm Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. This is a reading for Aries sun sign, Aries rising sign, Aries moon, or really anybody with prominent Aries in their chart. Now, here's what we're doing. Oh, by the way, I'm at vickieverlie.com and Rock and Roll Prophetess on YouTube. Don't be fooled by imposters. So I've got a lot of decks laid out here because we're going to use 2 decks in the main reading, plus the animal totem cards. So a company called Debray was kind enough to gift me with some decks. So we're going to use one of their decks, the Native Spirit deck, for the main portion of the reading. That's this deck. And then we're going to follow up the second portion of the reading with my brand new, smaller version of the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which I'm so excited about. And then we're going to use an animal totem card for everybody from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, my creation. And then if you're a Patreon subscriber, the people from Debray also sent me the Lustrous Tarot. So we're going to be using that in the bonus reading for our Patreon people this month. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the first portion of the reading using the Native Spirit Tarot. This is for Aries. Aries sun sign, Aries rising, Aries moon. This is an interesting deck. It's really kind of minimalist. You know, where the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, I have a lot going on. It's very minimalist, and it's it has illustrations of Native American origins and stuff. I think I have the wrong deck here. I have the bonus deck. I do. I'm still gonna go. We're gonna use the Native one because that's the one that they really wanted me to use. Okay. So this is for Aries sun sign, Aries rising, Aries moon. Yeah, this is a very powerful time, and especially if you have your birthday. This is your solar return time when your birthday comes around. But it's in the collective consciousness, the Aries Ingress. It's actually the new year in astrology because you are the first sign of the zodiac. So therefore, when these cards go into the, here's your first card right now, the Six of Swords, taking a journey. The Moon. So when the whole collective shifts every time we go into the Aries Ingress, and you are the Aries, so you're leading the way, right? So you're leading the way into the upcoming astrological year. Okay. So let's take a look at these cards. You know, they're a little dark, but I'll pull them up so you can see. You have the Six of Swords as the main card, so you're definitely going on some kind of a journey. It's usually going to be symbolic. It's going to be something that you're going to be symbolically moving on in life, but it could also be something that an actual physical journey. It's tied into, we have a lot of boats on here, so some of you might actually be going on a trip by a boat. It could be something that you've actually given up on, but now comes the time when you're ready to move forward, you're ready to move ahead. Part of what you're leaving behind is the Knight of Arrows, so I'm assuming this is the Knight of Swords. Now there's no gender in these readings, so this could be any of the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You're leaving that behind. Now the moon is here. I wonder if it has to do with anything with the moon time. So I want to bring that up for you. We are going to have a new moon on the 2nd, and then there's these 2 energies showing up on this card, if you can see. So we are having a new moon on the 2nd. That could be very powerful for you to move forward with. It's going to be in the sign of Pisces. And there's also going to be a full moon in Virgo on the 18th. So either one of those moon times could really be, important to this whole thing here. Then above we have the Six of Cups. So this is interesting. We have the 5 and the 6 of Cups. So this is something that you gave up on, and then this is something coming back to you. So it's definitely a message of something that you gave up on, or maybe just put on the back burner for some of you. That it's going to be coming around again, and you're going to get another shot at it. It looks like this is number 3. It's a totem pole, but I'm assuming that would be the major arcana card of the Empress. So this is you sitting in abundance, followed right by the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm looking. It looks like he has some kind of. There is some kind of an actual item on his hand. But to me, it looked like it was painted on his hand. So I'm thinking that for some of you, you might want to paint symbols on your hand. That might be some kind of powerful thing to do at this time. I do that sometimes. Well, we draw the Reiki symbols into our hands, but sometimes I'll actually paint them on. Or it could just be drawing things into your hands. And, working with sigils, I have a whole bunch of, ideas about symbolism. Like, for instance, if you wanted to attract love, maybe you would, draw a heart in your hand just to remind yourself. Or if you wanted to attract money, maybe you would, do a dollar sign or your currency, whatever that might be. Queen of Rods is here. Now, whether you're male or female, this would be the fire sign energy. This would be you. This is the fire sign person. So you're there, and she's, in the card, she's like sitting all alone, but she's raising the flag. And that's you, Aries. You are the person who raises the flag. You are that first person to arrive at this journey. And then it follows up with the final outcome in this part of the reading with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, you could really get into a situation of doing something that you really love. So there's a lot of things about doing things you love this time, possibly that have been delayed, and possibly of things that you've given up on, but yet you're going to get another shot at it. And it's not surprising, because you can really create your reality. It's so powerful to create your reality around the Aries Ingress. It's powerful for everybody, but nobody it's more powerful for than you. Okay, so now you are represented by the wands or the rods, so you are either the king, queen, or knight of rods. There's no gender in these readings. So now I'm going to go around and we're going to do the rock and roll tarot deck, and we're going to find you in the cards. So whoever shows up first as a significator is going to be your card, and we're going to go with it. Yeah, I'm really happy with this new rock and roll tarot deck. I just love it. It's so colorful, and it's a perfect size, actually. Ooh, a whole bunch of them dropped. We're going to let that happen. So this wants to be the top of the deck then. Okay, so let's get started. Page of Pentacles, Magician. Some of these cards may apply and some may not. There you are. You're the King of Rods. You soulmate card twice. Oh, there you're showing up as both. You're showing up as the Knight. I want to put one more row below you. There's that Moon card twice too. So the Moon is going to be very important. I think I'm going to move this up a little, and I'm going to really zoom in, so you can really see what's happening here. So either of these cards can represent you. It's interesting that the Two of Cups showed up twice. So there's a strong soulmate energy, some kind of a big soulmate connection for you. This could be you, this could be you. When you have a Knight and a King, often it is the same card over a long period of time. Often it's going to be the same person over a long period of time. So this could be you when you were younger and you when you're older. So depending on depending on where you're at in life, it's going to vary. But it definitely feels like something really long-term. And I'm hearing about being true to yourself. The guides are coming through with being true to yourself. So the other soulmate in this scenario has got to be this King of Cups over here. And again, it's not gender neutral, so it could be male, female, or whoever. And above this person is this beautiful Temperance card, this beautiful card of the angelic energy and the Two of Rods. This is a card. We got two of Cups, the Two Cups on the Temperance card, and then the Two of Rods. This is such strong, and you have the Two of Cups in the initial reading. This is such strong energy for partnership. So you may think that you're going it alone, but actually it looks like in this upcoming month a lot could come in. Now in this month we go from Pisces, and then we go into Aries Ingress. So we go from water sign of Pisces into the fire sign of Aries. So it absolutely could be something right around that time frame, right around that transitional time of the Ingress of the 20th, that these things could be happening. You've got a few cards here about being stressed out and worried, but I feel like the power of the Aries Ingress and the powerful major arcana that you have, you're surrounded by quite a few major arcana. You have the Moon, the Lovers, the High Priestess, the Temperance, the Magician. Whenever you have a lot of major arcana cards, this always tells us that there's powerful forces at work, higher forces are at work. So there's obstacles to overcome, yes. Anything you want to create at this time with the Magician, you can create it. You can bring in love, you can bring in money, but it sure looks like for many of you it's going towards love. This is something that's going to be a long-term relationship. Now, because of all the reference to the past, there is a chance that somebody from the past could show up. Like, so maybe you knew each other years ago and now you're both in a different place. You're older and wiser. I always look at it as levels of maturity too. So, the knight is not so mature, and then the queens and kings are more mature. They're more in their power. They know who they are. But there's absolutely some very, very strong soulmate energy going on here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out a little, and we're going to get your animal totem. Don't forget about that Aries Ingress reading. It is a very powerful, reading for the upcoming year, especially for anybody, you Aries. You're gonna, it's the most powerful time for you. Okay, what is for Aries? Got the Dove, peace. See, I felt like that before. Like some of you might be making peace with somebody. I kind of got that vibe before. So this could be something that that was you were on the outs with. You felt you were on the outs with somebody, and now you're coming in, and now you're going to be bringing the dove of peace, or this. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, or this energy of extending that olive branch. You may be extending that olive branch, or that person may be extending that olive branch. When you get to the levels of the kings, it doesn't really matter. It's not like, well, you came crawling back to me. That's not the energy of this spread whatsoever. The energy of this spread is more like, oh, we were just young kids then. That was such, what were we even fighting about? It was so silly. And, let's move forward, So it does look like peace can be achieved. And peace within you, too. Like soothing your savage beast or something. I don't know if I want to put that in the title or not. Okay. All right, everybody. In addition to the new Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which we can see here, it's really great. I love the colors on the side and everything. It's a great size. I made a separate video to go into more details about the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, but I've also released the first single for my upcoming album of New Age music, and I would like to play you out with that. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. I'm going to play you a little bit of the song on the way out. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy my content. If you're a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from the Illustrious Tarot coming up next. But in the meantime, have a listen to my song. Thank you so much. Have the best solar return Aries Ingress ever. Powerful time of creation. Sure looks like love is coming in for you, Aries. And we'll see you again next time. Till then.